Uh-oh. Yeah, no, we are running out of fuel.
You ready for some football, boy? Yeah, you ready? You ready? Too bad, because we got soccer instead. So we're gonna talk about soccer today, boy.
LEGO is the best, a brand that has lived on for a bit more than a century at this point. Founded in 1932 by Kirk Christensen, a product that was made for the imagination while having the fun of basic building blocks. Nothing will beat LEGO. Don't believe me? Then the prices for these damn sets should prove otherwise, and even though they are priced so high, shelves for the sets are completely empty. LEGO is a company that has stood the test of time with their colorful little bricks, whether you know them for being every kid's favorite building blocks, to the abundance of games that tie in with a movie franchise or company, which I like to call brickification, the shows that have appeared on kids' television programs, or whenever you accidentally step on them and wish it was a nail instead. LEGO will forever be a nostalgic trip for me, especially early 2000s LEGO. Back when LEGO wasn't the absolute juggernaut that has become today. Back when it had basic styles while being still fun and imaginative. From the medieval times to the pirates that sailed the seven seas. From the Wild Wild West to even basic everyday homes and jobs. Sometimes LEGO doesn't even have to be involved with big brands to have simple concepts and make it a joy to get behind. So what better way to involve LEGO into the video games market than by combining it with the highest grossing program on television? Soccer. Yeah, I know. Soccer is called football as well, I know. But I'm from America and our football is better, so soccer is soccer, and for anyone who doesn't like it can sock it. Soccer's cool, don't get me wrong. I don't know a single kid that even mentioned soccer, so the decision to combine LEGO and soccer kind of confused me. I suppose kids who played soccer for schools and townships can relate. I'm sure there are some kids that are way more educated in soccer than I am. I mean, just look at me. Soccer Mania, also called Football Mania, not America by the way, is a LEGO-themed soccer game that allows you to play soccer within LEGO sets. Really cool concept. Feeling like you are in the sets that you can buy in toy form is dope and certainly way to my heart. I can't wait to dive back in. Well, maybe. Of course, my old copy doesn't work, and it may not be as great as I once remembered, but hey, it's on PS2, so let's get into this bad boy. Wait just a gosh damn flippin' second. Electronic Arts. EA, get out of my wallet! It won't buy your stupid loot boxes! Wow. Look at all these save slots. I have so many saves that I can make for no reason. So much soccer can be had. Alright, made my profile name and brought to the menu. I have to say that this game is bringing me back memories. Being on a PC to play this game, making up game scenarios, and then overexciting myself with the thoughts of it actually being a possibility to play. Memories. But I'm a disgusting adult now with knowledge and a job, so I can't wait to see how this game potentially disappoints me. Alright, let's see here. Quick Start, an option that immediately picks teams and a location for you at random for a quick starting match without setup, even if those teams aren't available yet. Love that. Exhibition, every sports games option ever. Story. Story? This game has a story mode? Huh? What is this, like the LEGO World Cup? I'll get back to you in a moment. Skill zones, guessing this is like improving skills to work on for the game or something. LEGO Cup, hold on, this is LEGO Cup? Then what the hell is story about? Well, there's only one way to find out about the story, through the manual, so we're gonna read that. This is boring, let's play the game. Story intrigues me the most, so let's take a look. I can create my own team from here, with the 3 teams provided, the City Strikers, the Dallas Cowboys, and some Knights. You know, the usual people to pick for soccer matches. I can actually unlock more teams as I play, in order to pick the people that I want, and also to play an exhibition, so I like that so far. Some of these names the characters are given are absolutely perfect. Prima Donna, Nigel Nutmeg, Deputy Hersey, Sir Loin, Lady Offside Von Trapp, and Marquise de Man. Perfection. Picked my people, named the team after their big sponsor. As I start the first match, I've been informed by old Harry Potter here that I'm playing to be qualified for the Quidditch Cup. Sorry, I meant for the LEGO Cup. Also, this is not the right context to use weave. Come on, man, proofread. Just like I don't. We first match play. Then we are given the preview of our match, and I feel conflicted. On one hand, I really love how the fields are set up. The developers took a set and based the entire location around it, as if this was what a child may imagine the world looking like while playing with the set. Minifigures, buildings, landmarks, vehicles, the whole setup. On the other hand, the game would look impressive if this were on a PlayStation 1. Considering this is PlayStation 2, it appears to make a lot of shortcuts that a PS1 game would take, and the graphics are really not up to par. I'm sure that there are plenty of PlayStation 2 games that take these same shortcuts, but I feel like they would disguise it slightly better. I don't play FIFA games too much, but I do have to say this game works, but it's not heavily complex. Don't know how to really mess up a soccer game, but it certainly does the basics for kids to understand and grasp. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, why do they call it Soccer Mania? I mean, there's tons of soccer, but surely there must be more to the mania, right? Well, yes, there is.
And don't call me Shirley.
Soccer Mania has power-ups to utilize against the competition. Not only is this a soccer game with Lego pieces, it also involves murder. You can steal the ball instantly from your opponent through Mystic Wizard magic. You can turn the ball into the next Apollo 13 and send it to the goal. You can have a force field that instantly hits back people. You can steal your opponent's power-up if they aren't using it. You can become the fastest man alive that has gone in a flat second. You can flip the opposing team's controls by making up, down, and left, right, vice versa. You can even turn the ball into a bomb. The ball can explode on people. Don't remember that Lego set or accessory, but I would like 10 of them. The power-ups certainly make the formula of soccer a fun, hectic multiplayer game. And if you don't want the power-ups or feel that there's too much mania to handle, you can turn them off in the menu for a plain skills match. Soccer Mania isn't too bad thus far, although I do admit it does feel dull at times. Some sound effects feel absent, or maybe the game just doesn't feel lively. There are some short animations after every goal, either my team riding the hype train or of the opposing team beating out of each other. I have to say, for the first match, I absolutely smoked them. No contest. My team running their victory lap and proclaiming their domination with a full field sprint, even making a nice pit stop to the opposing team to see their sulking faces. Their sad, plastic, drawn-on faces. And now I get a recruit for my team, including Luigi Scorlatti. I also noticed that the goalies are the worst goalies ever. You don't control the goalies at all in these games. They're the only team member you can't touch, so anything that they do, it is completely out of your control. They do fine, but sometimes they use karate to smack the ball away and it just completely misses. Either the goalies are Stevie Wonder, or the ball has concussed the goalies so much where they throw hands whenever they sense it nearby. Third match starts with Leo's Lions showing me what they learned from the round table, which is a club that they went to apparently, and I decided to test the referee's patience by not moving on whistle. I have to point out how the scoreboard, the timer, the goalpost, and the soccer ball are all unique for every field you play on. It really gives every place you play on a unique personality, or gives you the feel of playing within these worlds. Although in certain fields, it does feel like a field was just placed right in the middle of the world. To be completely honest, it's only been 3 matches so far while approaching match number 4, and I'm really getting tired from playing this game. I don't know if the game is going to be more challenging later on, but boy, it is wearing me down for the time being. Uh-oh. They scored on me. They scored on me. This is it. The tides are turning. It has become clear that this is now their time to make an even playing field. Time for the AI to truly be a challenge, and I won even harder than before, smacking their hands away from the cookie jar at all times. I'm making these goalies have a fit of rage. Okay, I have had enough domination, and now I'm eager to just get through this. It's become super repetitive. I'm now playing keep away with the ball. Can I just take the goal and call it a win? I strolled right through the qualifiers like I'm a landlord of these fields, and I got the trophy. By the way, after every match so far, there have been these dialogue boxes that inform me of my status, and honestly, couldn't give more of a crap. Although once I beat the Arctic Medics, I got another cutscene, but now it has voices. The Lego has lungs now. Lord save me.
Following your successful qualification, the mayor was just about to present the trophy to you when who should appear but the Brickster, arch enemy of decent law-abiding Lego folk everywhere. He steals the trophy and escapes.
Yes, this is where the story mode makes it become an actual story. I mean, I really didn't expect the story, but we got one. The Brickster is mad dashing away with the trophy, and because the Brickster is running away with the precious trophy, we must fight every other team in a game of soccer to see if we are worthy of the information or pieces they hold in order to catch a thief that's stealing in progress. To jump the gun here, this lasts for 16 more agonizing long matches, and that is if I win every single one. Not only is this where the story starts, this is also where the game becomes even more redundant than before. There is only 2 things that actually change with the other matches you do, the atmosphere of each match, and the player's stats. Where the locations and teams are visually varied, every match feels exactly the same. There isn't a ton of new or interesting events occurring. Each field doesn't actually add anything interesting or new to make each one stand out besides them looking pretty. And no, changing the field shape from a rectangle to a long hexagon is not a drastic change. Why can't stuff happen while the match is occurring? Like a construction crane moving around the field to hit people while they're playing to make it feel like you were playing on the construction workers' turf. Or mummies that randomly steal the ball from you on the adventurer villains field to cheat and make them actually feel, villainous. If we are trying to replicate a kid's imagination, then we should add the crazy factor. Meteors falling, cars driving through, rivers in the field, something. The weapons that are given are cool, yet they have been used multiple times within the first 2 matches. It is a small amount to utilize for how many matches the game wants you to play to unlock everything. I feel like I've used each one 100 times and it's only been 6 matches. I would have liked a power-up that dropped multiple balls into the field like what was shown in the intro, or have a special team power-up to their dedicated teams. Arctic team throw ice blocks to make the field slippery, skeleton pirates throw bones to stun opponents. You can have a field day making up power-ups for these teams. I think adding fun events would give a good incentive to unlock fields and teams if they each had something unique to them. Things occurring to spice up the mania portion of Soccer Mania. Although the real incentive are the teams you unlock. Although it isn't for the colorful cast of characters, it's more so for the slowly increasing stats of the future teams you play. See, what makes it a challenge in this game is that with every team you fight, their stats are increased ever so slightly, all the way up to the final match where the stats are maxed, each player having 1 stat max for the player for the final team. Now, an easy solution to beat the teams as you go on is to replace the teammates you had with the latest team defeated. In actuality, you don't get to create the team you wanted to make. I mean, you could, but then the game will start kicking your ass on multiple occasions. So much to the point where you will just get fed up and you pick the latest team members and just call them your own team. I admit I did keep Luigi Scorlatti the entire time to have a representative be there at all times, later on being the bench warmer of the team. Also, one of the teams I played was the Chiefs Tribe, and I have no comment to say. And I'm sure the Washington football team would agree. The soundtrack for this game as well is very much stock music. I do admit though that it is required for the game because there aren't many sound effects in the game. Without the music, it is as talkative as a real Lego minifigure. Dead silent with some slight ambiance. For a kid's sport game, Soccer Mania sure likes to keep a low energy to the adrenaline rush that is this game. Come on, even soccer in the real world has tons more noise and interaction. They have a horn dedicated for making large groups of people sound like a swarm of bees that are on their way to attack you. There isn't much interaction going on to keep this hype. That's why this game feels so exhausting. Nothing is keeping me engaged, nothing new to the table. It feels like busy work instead of challenging fun. I even get to a point while playing where I just went to the bathroom mid-match unpaused, and do you know what I came back to? The players fell asleep. The game fell asleep after 40 seconds of not touching the controller. The game became self-aware and even paused the game clock. Piss off. I don't know a single kid who would drift off to sleep while playing a game unless they pulled an all-nighter. Why was this programmed? Why wouldn't the game just punish me by allowing the enemy team to score on me? Did it happen that frequently that they had to program that in? It's a soccer game. Who cares if you got scored on? Because I'm getting tired of this and because the story doesn't drastically change that much, I decided I'm going to make the story shorter for you wonderful viewers to handle because, let me tell you, there's a lot of Brickster is here. Now he is gone. Fight team to get info. Get info. Go to where he is now. Repeat. So allow me to skip to the end section for you. Now that we gathered all the parts for our rocket ship, we can now travel to Mars, where you must play against aliens, then fight the Brickster bots, which are robots who look nothing like him. Then the final bout against the Brickster and his ragtag gang of people who we already encountered except with higher stats. Why the hell did I like this game so much as a kid? Hip hip hooray, we did it. We got the Intergalactic Trophy, even though I thought we were going for the Lego Cup, but hey, I'm a stupid kid, so I'm gonna shut my face now. And apparently beating Mars once means that we are better than the galaxy now. Am I done yet? Nope. Skill zones. Oh, cool. Older fields. Is this more soccer to play? Altair, what do you think? Fascinating. In a cool turn of events, the way the game helps me to improve my soccer playing skills is through a series of minigames that hone in on one gameplay aspect. There isn't a ton, but hot damn, did I actually like these. They were a lot of fun and certainly broke up the repetitive nature of soccer in this game. Including a free character unlock with each minigame won, you can add them to your own team for the added effort. Good show. The minigames actually required me to pay attention and do other things besides bomb friends and score goal. My only complaint is that I wish that these minigames were multiplayer. I feel this would work great with friends for some heated competition. I do have to mention a major issue. Like I had mentioned before, the stats for the later teams were almost maxed out to use in story mode. Those stats carry over for all the other game modes too, not limiting to multiplayer. If you decided to play somebody in a match, either one of you could easily be at a disadvantage and you wouldn't even have to start the match yet. The stats are not shown for the squads. Let's say you picked one of the 3 beginning teams. Then your opponent would pick the Martians because aliens. Considering the stats and what I just said, this game does not auto-balance the stats for a fair, even match. The Martians will be going Mach 5 while the City Strikers will be putting in the work to even come close to scoring. The fact that people have to be cautious of their picks and come to an agreement for something like this can really dampen the experience. Last but definitely least, Lego Cup. This effing cup that I fought so hard to get back. Back to my own planet. Ooh, I pick a real team. I wish I could see what they look like, but they're busy gyrating in one place, so mamma mia! Is this Soccer Mania season mode? Sure is. Are you going to play it entirely so you could achieve? No. It's story again, except this mode has more of the same old, with basic characters, same 3 or so locations, same power-ups, same stock music and low sounds, same urge to take a break. I want freedom from this cage now. If you play multiplayer only, Soccer Mania is an unbalanced mess that's only good for being a time waster. If you don't feel like dealing with story mode, then you only get 3 teams to pick from and 1 field. That's not a lot of variety. Unless you pick quick play, which that's the only way to get a different type of variety. If you play single player only, it's an exhausting, repetitive mess that only adds to the unbalanced multiplayer section. If you want a fun Lego game, any of the movies or franchises that got Brickified honestly do a better job and are more fun and have better executions than everything else, honestly. Although, if you wanted a better version of this soccer game, but you didn't like this one, good old Nintendo's got you covered with Mario Strikers Charged. It solves all the problems that I had with Soccer Mania and adds actually more items, of course, characters from the Mario universe, so everybody knows them, and fields that actually have interactive things going on. So again, solves all the problems I had with Soccer Mania. It has everything except the fact that it's not made entirely of Lego. And it's probably better if you just play with the toys themselves for this. I mean, you have entire Lego minifigures to use to your liking, so honestly, if anything, this is more restrictive than actual Legos, which require your imagination. So, but this does make me want to play with a Lego soccer set. Oh my god, yeah, you get it, yeah, boy, get it, yeah, oh my goodness, oh, the Wolverine comes and steals the ball and kills a man, and then he kills him off to death, and he's gonna take the ball now. Oh my god, it's crazy.